I think this is a really important time for the Big 12. And I'm curious, when we look at the Big 12 and we go through the nuances of things like schedule, strength of opponent, strength of schedule, remaining opponents. My biggest concern is this is a one bid league again. And I have no idea. How on earth this conference is going to get multiple teams into the college football playoff, because I just don't see, of the teams that are legit, like who, if we sit here and we say, okay, who are legitimate college football playoff contenders? Well, obviously Tech, even though their fans hate the new Texas Tech logo. Texas Tech, right, at 5-0 and 2-0 in conference. I think BYU. I think Arizona State. And then I think you have a handful of one-loss teams that include Utah, TCU, although I don't really look at TCU as a college football playoff contender.
Iowa State.
That was a really disappointing loss. I haven't often been disappointed in Matt Campbell. I am really disappointed in Iowa State. That was one of the biggest disappointments. Now, some of that is, I think Cincinnati's really good. I think my feelings on Scott Satterfield and my feelings on Sorsby that I've been talking about on this show this season, I think were validated. I think they were validated. And I don't even think Sorsby played that well. If we're being honest, the guy, and I'd have to look it up, I don't even think he was 50%. But they ran the ball exceptionally well against Iowa State, which is really shocking because you count on Iowa State to play well on the lines. So my answer is, I don't know. I love my guy Rocco Becht. I'd hit that. But you lost the game and you couldn't stop the run. And it feels like to me that is it complacency? That feels disrespectful to Cincinnati's effort. If we're just being honest. It's on the road. It's in the Big Ten. I totally understand it. But you can't lose to Iowa State. If you're a championship contender, you can't go to Nippert and lose.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing is everyone's sitting here saying, oh, well, Cincinnati's way better. They beat Iowa State 38-30. But I think what nobody wants to talk about is you got off to a 17-0 lead in the fourth quarter and only won by 8 points. And for me, that's the concerning part. Yeah, did you play better? Yeah, you did. You deserve credit for that. Sorsby, I thought, looked really good in the run game, had a nice couple of plays with option. Like, they did. They played
really
well,
inaccurate, though.
Yeah, but he was inaccurate. And, I don't know, man. I'm really reticent in college football to be like, oh, man, they had this shocking win. That means they're just so much better. Yeah, they had a win. They won a big game. They are better. But let's not sit here and say that this team is somehow a threat to win this conference, because I'm not. You're going to have to show me that for the next couple of weeks. You're going to have to win, 3-4 in a row here and show me that you can consistently win and that you are actually like a better team than you were last year in the bigger picture, because anybody can win any given week. That's the thing.
Well, true, Dad. I would agree. Iowa State can't lose. And the problem in a one-loss team in this conference, because if we look at the undefeated teams, BYU, Texas Tech, Arizona State, Cincinnati, I think are the only undefeated teams left in the conference. BYU, Texas Tech, and Arizona State, absolutely. Are we really to believe that Cincinnati, and on their schedule left, Cincinnati's got UCF at Oak State, Baylor at Utah, Arizona, BYU. Oh, and they finished in Fort Worth at TCU. I think TCU is a really important team in this conversation because you've got the quarterback, but again, and I know everybody hates when I say this, their offense is awkward at times. It is incredibly. I don't understand the loss at Arizona State. They should have won the game.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won the game. Should be undefeated. They're not, because their offense wasn't cohesive, in my opinion. And now we're supposed to believe that TCU has K-State, Baylor, West Virginia at West Virginia, Iowa State at BYU at Houston, Cincinnati left on their schedule. And we're supposed to believe they're going to be a one-loss team. I'm not buying that. I don't know. Who's going to save the Big 12? Who's going to be that second team? Because if we naturally believe that Texas Tech is in, you should put your hands at 10-2. Because you know who I'm going to say.
You're going to say BYU.
No. The Miami Hurricanes will. Oh, wait. The Utah Utes will save this league.
You know what you should be saying? The winner of the Holy War. The winner of the Holy War will save the Big 12.
Yeah, that's next weekend. That is next weekend. Yeah, I don't know. The answer is I don't know. And I think it has to be Utah.
Yeah, I just think that the Big 12 fans should be terrified. This conference is a one-team league every year. And it's just continuing. And
does a one-loss Big 12 team get into the playoff?
I don't know. Put the AP back on the screen. What's it look like now? And where's it going to go?
Why do we have to put the AP back on the screen?
Because you damn well know that's what it's about. That's all it's about.
Right, but I don't want to. I don't want to, Mom.
That's all it's about, dude.
Want to.
Okay, so let's see. One team in the top 10 and a couple teams sprinkled through the top 25.
What? Okay, wait. While we're sitting here, does that suck or does that not suck?
Yeah.
The interlocking T doesn't work for me.
No, I don't love it.
In the comment section, this is new. Here it is. This is new branding. You guys like how I got the finger point? Or I'm sorry. This is new branding. See how I've got the hand motion?
Yeah.
This is new branding out of Texas Tech. Do you guys like this? Do you guys hate this?
Fits in with what they're trying to do, I guess. Right?
What are they trying? Okay.
New age, trying to raise money.
What are you trying to do with, what does this say you're trying to do? Because the answer is I don't know.
You're trying to usher in a new era. That's what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Rebrands mean we're starting a new chapter.
Okay. I mean, I guess. And if that's who you are, I guess that's fine. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. And I wish I did, but I don't. And I would love to understand it. I don't. And if this is new branding and this is sexy and stuff, I'm a little lost because I don't love this at all. And yes, that's exactly what I thought. It reminds me of Temple. That's exactly what I thought. And it's not. Yes, it's not terrible, but man, I hope it looks better on the side of a helmet.
Hey, quick question. Better or worse than Cracker Barrel's logo?
Oh, man, are you just out there? Hey, man, I'm Jakey Two Shakes. F you. I'm here for it today, boys. I don't like it. No tortilla. Yeah, I don't like it at all. That's not true. I don't hate it.
It's just mid. It's mid. That's all it is. I don't
hate it. I just don't love it. There's no there, right? It
doesn't have any aura because it doesn't meet the criteria.
Yeah, Michael Smith. They could do better. The red and black color is really one of the best color combos. And this is what you came up with, right? Big T with little T. Are they saying that Tech is the little brother of Texas State? I think that is what they're saying. The double line I, the bottom of the T, throws me off. I just, that's why blue bloods are blue bloods. Don't need to change anything that's not broken. Exactly. Look at Ohio State. Ohio State. But like Michigan made that change to their uniform, right? I mean, you think about the new Michigan uniform. It's got the big asterisk on it. Anyway, the asterisk, because you're
see what he did there. That was a cheating reference.
The asterisk. Okay. Nader Tots. Okay. It's quite possibly the most meh rebrand I've ever seen. Hey, you guys, did you see the new Texas Tech logo? Meh. Eh.
Meh.
Eh.
Eh.
So true. So true. I already read that one. Bryce Martin, people complained for years to have the old logo restored, and now you have it, and half the people who complain about it, because it's just not clean.
You take your douche, you don't sit there and look at it. You flush it and move on.
Yeah, who are you, Cracker Barrel? They flushed it and moved on. Let's see. The real Pete Forte. Good afternoon. The Gronk drop is awesome. A member for 23 months.
Imika Egbegbo.
I'm in a weird mood today. The Iraq. Phil Pinzer, a member for 19 months. Who's the next college football coach to get fired this year? Man, that's tough. I mean, if we look at the college football hot seat, I don't know that anybody gets fired in season. Belichick has to be close, right? Who is even
Billy Napier. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He was.
Not anymore. Not after you beat Texas. And
what about Cock on Thigh? I mean, if you lose one more game, aren't you firing him?
No, not in season.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see things going horribly sideways for Mike Norvell. And he's got like 37 former head coaches on his staff. So is that really that crazy? But then again, Florida State, who's 0-2, I think, 0-2 in conference. If they were to lose to Pitt, that's not happening. Is the King of Thailand here? You're not beating Florida State. Their schedule's super easy. Pitt, at Stanford, Wake, at Clemson, Vodtech, NC State, and then Florida at the Swamp. So Norvell, I mean, Trent Dilfer didn't get fired yet, did he? I don't think he did. Dilfer at UAB. But you're not
about Fickle?
I was just going to say, are you going to fire Luke Fickell in the middle of the season? That doesn't seem like a very Wisco thing to do, does it?
Not particularly.
Right? I mean, it really doesn't feel like it's a Wisco thing to do. They are bad. Oh my God, they are bad. They're off. Oh my God, you guys are offensive efficiency numbers. Oh my God.
Monty, PFF says this team is like 871st in the country. How do they not fire him?
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Hey, by the way, 1-0 Blackhawks to start the year on opening night in the NHL. So
hey, by the way, why don't you shut up?
Yeah.
Like, Jake, why are you what is it? Did you just like show up today?
Yeah, I know what time it is.
Yeah. Monty, I think I'm going to be an a-hole today. Yeah, Hawks are up 1-0 over the Florida Panthers, which is pretty interesting considering the Panthers have 9 shots and we're halfway through the first period.
And
I was
tied it.
Awesome. I was watching this in a multi-view.
Great.
Wow, how far ahead are you? Oh, and a bad goal. A really bad goal.
Absolutely embarrassing. Come on, bro.
Ugh. Well, that was a fun season for the Blackhawks. Anyway, yeah, I don't think they're going to fire Fickell in the middle of the season. I could be wrong. David Persons, is it me or is Locked On completely clueless? It's not you. I don't generally talk about other folks. I mean, I try not to give breath, never mind. Wow, that's a terrible goal. I'm telling you,
None.
I have no joy in sports. And now Oak State James, I'm sure, is going to show up here and talk about how much he's rooting for the Blackhawks because of me.
Oh, my God. The Hawks are going to win it all this year, Monty.
They're not. And again, it's Oak State James's fault. My life sucks. The only thing he's done right is root against Dak and the Cowboys, right? Remember, he said, cut Dak Prescott. He sucks. Your mom's better.
Yeah,
MVP
now Dak's
season.
gonna be an MVP. Yeah.
Maury Alvarez, a member for 33 months. Text logos are mid as hell. Wow. Bro, are we on one today? Is it what's a T-word Tuesday? Not Taco Tuesday.
It's F yourself Tuesday.
Yeah, is it Taint Scratch Tuesday? Like, I don't even know.
That's every day.
You guys, well, that problem for guys like you who don't shower or don't use a butt sprayer. But the point is, you seem to be on one. Maury, hope you're well. I should just stop watching the Hawks game. Is Sark on the hot seat if they lose the RRS? No, the awkward guy.
Up, Donnie.
A member for 12 months.
What kind of question is that, dude? Is Sark on the hot seat? Come on, bro.
You're not
Dude ain't on the
firing
hot
Sark.
seat.
Hey,
No.
by the way, the Hawks are now are now shorthanded on the kill.
Oh, man. That's great.
Look at that. Oak State James. Day 2 of intensives is done.
Okay, can you define what intensives mean, bro?
Did you dislodge the butt buzzer and they had to get intensive and reimplant it?
Are you okay? Are you able to walk straight and everything? Or like, how intensive was this?
How many sets of batteries you gone through on that thing, kid?
Yeah, triple A's or double A's?
Going to dinner, go Frogs. Okay.
What?
Okay.
No go Pokes?
You're such a turncoat. Big sexy Big Daddy Magic, who sent me an all-time video today. A member for 28 months. Timothy, I promise you, Utah will beat BYU.
Timothy.
Well, let's first of all, bro, I thought you said that you had stopped drinking. Because this thing today, this was pretty amazing.
Thank you, Timothy. I'm going to go to sleep, and just a friendly reminder, any day is a good day to get your Buffalo Bills fan in your life a red 3X long sleeve red Buffalo Bills logo t-shirt. 2 of them.
2 of them now.
Find it in your heart to give the Big Daddy in your heart the t-shirts he deserves.
He deserves.
Thank you. God bless. God bless the troops. God bless America. God bless Victor. Bye.
God bless everybody but me.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
Hey, player! Often imitated, never duplicated, the one and only Big Daddy Magic.
Stay home.
Victor Wembanyama played 16 minutes, 10.7 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and he demanded free trade for America to the Chinese. That's what you call getting shit done, player. Victor Wembanyama is the GOAT you need in your life. I know you're from Chicago. You're used to the gang violence, shady government, and winning a championship every 15 years in one sport. But hey, player, Victor is the hero you need.
Do you guys understand? Why do you guys like that? Do you guys like? Do you guys like that close up?
Show the rest with that angle the rest of the way.
No, bro. That's the life I live. I want you guys to understand. He sends me nudes and tells me that Chicago's a war-torn city and he needs 2 Buffalo Bills long red sleeve t-shirts. And
okay.
I'm supposed to take care of that. And never heard of them, Eric. Oh God, what did Eric say? Mike Smith, Wheeling Nailers are your team if you want to watch. That's a hockey team, by the way. Now we know TCU won't make the playoffs. James just put the kiss of death on him. That's exactly right.
Facts.
Charles Parker, will Arkansas Pine Bluff ever see the playoff? I don't think so. Hawks are now losing. That guy? Hawks are now officially losing. The real stadium guy, James, an intensive class is all your lecture. I know what it.
Bro, are you serious right now? Dude. Bro, we know what an intensive educational class means, dude. We were making butt buzzer jokes, okay?
Dolphins, Browns, Giants. Not sure any of these head coaches last a season in the NFL. You could be right. Gumby, dude. Is it still a t-shirt if it has long sleeves? No, probably not. Probably not. BDM shirtless is scary. Trust me, I know. Trust me. That's why he needs a shirt.
Oh, so now it's Monty's fault that BDM is sending nudes everywhere.
Zoom in so that all we see are your eyes. Nah, you don't want that. Dude that abides, Spencer Knight is getting educated. Well, hopefully he's getting cut. That's the goaltender for the Blackhawks. I just want to hear the draft notification. Short Bus, who's been a member for 4 months. Short Bus, appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what you say. All right, let's get to a couple other things. So, real quick, do any of us in the comment section, does anybody here think the Big 12 can get 2 in the college football playoff? Jake, and you put a percentage on it. What do you think?
20% chance at best.
And who
BYU'd have to go undefeated.
So you're all on the BYU train here.
No, what I'm saying is that BYU is their only chance to have a second team. I'm not on the BYU train. I don't think they'll go undefeated. In fact, I think they're probably going to lose 3 of the next 5 based on their schedule.
So you don't think that Utah can get in as a 1-loss team?
No, I think they're going to have a lot of trouble. I think that they are going to have to go perfect the rest of the year. But the reason I say that is because they're not very good at branding themselves nationally. Nobody watches, right? We know that.
I would agree.
We know that they don't have a good rep on the East Coast, so that's not helping them. And I just think that Utah is just not. First of all, they need to learn how to win Big 12 games at home, right? 0-5 at home in the Big 12 since joining the conference,
which is 1 season plus 1 game.
Still 5 games in a row, though. I mean, that's you
but they're going to run that. They're going to run this league, Jake.
Yeah, well, they've got all the talent in the world too, but
I think that there's some contenders who could do it. I just don't have faith that those contenders will do it. I think that Utah can do it. I just don't know that they will. Iowa State certainly has the quarterback and the defense, but what did that get him at Cincinnati? Shouty, a member for 8 months. Speaking of teams not going to the college football playoff, don't hook them. Man, what a tough season for you guys. What a tough season at Texas. Justin Kahn, it's not Texas Tech, jackass.
What the hell is that? What?
Now I'm a jackass.
I don't understand. What are you upset about?
I have no idea.
What do you mean it's not Texas Tech?
I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
You seem upset. and this is the first comment I've ever seen you here. So,
Yeah.
BYU, Utah, and Texas Tech, ASU can all be the second team in. ASU is my dark horse because I want Kenny Dillingham to marry my daughters. I don't have any daughters, and I love the dill hole, and
I love the dill hole.
I knew today would be shitty.
That's my dude. Like, if you don't like Kenny Dillingham, you know, I think your soul is broken. Utah versus Texas Tech for the right to get boat race to the playoffs. Wow. Hey, Boomer, what do you make of this? What do you make of this John Mateer story? This would be, I don't even know how I would. This would be a miracle. This would be Mother Teresa bouncing a baby off her thighs, and I don't even know. Like, this would be the immaculate inception. This, my word. This would be some craziness. And if anybody wants to explain to me how on earth John Mateer is going to play 2 weeks after surgery for a broken bone in his throwing hand, this would be one of the all-time comebacks that we've ever seen.
I'm for real.
And if they have John Mateer,
I'm for real.
they're still going to lose to Texas, but that would be incredible.
No, nah.
If they have John Mateer, they're going to win the game. Because maybe that guy was smoking weed last night, and now I have
you got some
contact high.
secondhand there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I got an ayahuasca type thing happening here. I believe that there's going to come a time this season where Texas is going to figure out that they're Texas, and their defense is going to show up, and Arch Manning's not going to be average ass Aller. He'll actually be Arch Manning.
Yeah, that's not going to happen against Oklahoma, though.
Well, Oklahoma's defense is legit.
I mean, I think, Venables has proven himself right. You know, if you look at the stats and where they're ranked, and
dude, he's going to eat Arch Manning for lunch. He is really good. We've seen it against quarterbacks. Now, freshman quarterback, he's not, but he looks like a freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
And I fear for Arch Manning's nether regions against Oklahoma because he's taken so many big hits this year.
I mean, fucking unit.
Yeah. QB OU won't play in the game. You don't think? I think if he can play, he's going to play.
I mean, it certainly could be a PR stunt of some variety, right? I mean, we've seen, the pros do this kind of thing all the time. Hey, he's looking great. He's going to be back, and then he's still on the injury report. So,
yeah, but that sets you up to fail. Doesn't that set you up to fail? I mean, I think it is.
I think John Mateer is the definition of a gamer. I think that he will play, even when he's really hurt. I mean, I think the deciding factor is can he throw the football 20 yards with velocity, right? Because you can't have him in there to run option and a run around and not have him be able to throw just 20 yards down the field.
Dude, Foligno and Greer are absolutely trying to knock each other's teeth out.
Yeah, and they're letting him get after it too.
And Foligno has won this fight pretty handily, and now he's got a pretty good leverage advantage. Foligno punched him in the face through the helmet, which I think is one of the stupidest rules ever. You should be able to take your helmet off to fight. But Foligno absolutely battered him. Yeah. Welcome to the NHL. Hawks trailing the Panthers 2-1, 3:10 to go in the first period as the Panthers hang their banner. But just looking at it, I think it does more harm than good. If you run him out there, because John Mateer was the leading Heisman Trophy guy when he got hurt. And I think we've seen that he's a guy that you want him to be your quarterback. And if he can play, you play. Do not give your fans false hope. And I think that's what you're doing. If you're teasing here, I think that's a big mistake, in my opinion.
We'll see. I mean, I think the other thing you don't want to do is say that he's, looking really good and on track, and then have him just play awful against Texas, right? I mean, because again, Texas's defense is no slouch. And, again, it just all depends what his capability is, right? I mean, I think, injury to your throwing hand is just such a, unique situation. It's not like an ankle injury. It's not like a rib injury or anything else. Like, you can play through a lot of those things and still be fine because you can still throw the football with a reasonable amount of, of touch and velocity and everything you need to do as a quarterback. But a hand injury is a different thing. And you're at that point, I mean, I guess as always in football, you're one play away, but I just feel like, you send him out here and he makes a throw and his hand hits somebody's helmet or you're one play away from your season being officially over.
But you're also one play away from beating Texas and being relevant for the college football playoff in the SEC.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's worth the risk. Certainly.
In my opinion is, and Boomer and all the other Oklahoma fans here, please feel free to chime in. I think Venables was coaching for his job. I think he's secured another year.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. Because when you lose a guy of Matt Tayer's stature, I think you save yourself.
Well, and after what you did early in the year, too.
With him healthy.
Yeah.
Right? The way they looked when Matt Tayer was healthy. And John Mateer was the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman at that point. If he only misses 2 weeks, comes back and beats Texas, there's no reason he can't win the Heisman still.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's been that good. Now, the problem is Dante Moore and Ty Simpson have been really good. But, I think it's the game of the year right now. I mean, if this game lives up to it and Boomer Sooner prevails, to have Oklahoma football back in the national conversation, I think would be huge.
The game, dude.
I think it'd be huge. I think it'd be huge. And if I don't have to look at stupid Michael Irvin one more time on the Miami sideline, maybe we can get some I would say Boz, but maybe we can get some maybe we get Baker excited about playing football. Maybe we get, midget guy excited about playing football, not
Emeka
Egbegbu and stuff. It'd be nice for Oklahoma to be relevant again because it's been since Lincoln since they've been relevant. And I think it'd be great if Oklahoma were relevant again. That's my opinion. Bryce Martin, they're playing mind games with Texas, basically making them have to live on edge while game planning. I don't think anybody's making them live on edge because this defense ain't scared of anybody.
Yeah, the problem is that Texas's biggest problem isn't defense. It's offense and Arch Manning. And you can prepare for that defense. So, I think that I'll be honest, I'm concerned for Arch in this game. I think that the level of disguise and trickery that defense likes to run, and then the physicality that they have in the secondary is just, I just think that it makes life really difficult, man. And then you combine that with Texas's inability to run the football consistently. I mean, again, you look at what they did to Michigan, a team that likes to run the football with a quarterback who's substandard. Well, I mean, you could say that. I mean, I know they're not as good as Texas, but it's still a good measuring stick.
Michigan is one of the most poorly coached teams in the country. You can just watch the way they play football. The quarterback doesn't even run the play that's called half the time. I look at Texas and what haters about Texas and those who hate Texas don't want to acknowledge. The game is coming where Arch breaks out. That's going to happen. Is that this year? Is that next year? Is that when he's playing in Canada? Who knows? But it would be very apropos. It'd be very fitting of the Red River rivalry if Arch Manning broke out in this game. And I wonder, and I know I said this yesterday, but is it Arch Manning or is it the offensive line? Because if it's the offensive line, Arch Manning might lose a limb in this game. If it's Arch Manning, and if Steve Sarkisian, who, from what I understand, has spent weeks on this game already, my guess is he is going to handicap the offensive line. My guess is Arch Manning is going to be considerably better in this game than we saw at any point last week. And my guess is Oklahoma still wins the game if John Mateer plays. I think Texas wins the game if Mateer does not. And as much as we want to talk about this defense, as much as we want to talk about what Venables does to vulnerable quarterbacks, at some point you have to understand that Arch Manning's capable. It's just a matter of when those capabilities show themselves. And it's games like this that tend to make or break people.
100%.
Florida doesn't make or break anybody. We saw it in that fourth quarter at the shoe. I think we'll see it in this game. I think this is a big game. This kid wanted to be Mr. Texas. This kid wanted this game. This kid wanted this moment. I think this could be that time. And if it's not, I mean, they will take him apart at the joints. They will, because he has taken so many big hits. And I know a lot of people hate Texas, and you probably don't watch a lot of Texas. Arch Manning has taken a physical beating all season long against every opponent. All season long. And it continues, and I don't know if the picture's still in there, and it is not, but it's just going to continue.
Yeah.
To be this thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think there's a good chance he gets hit a lot in this game. I'm kind of off the bandwagon until I see it, man. I mean, I don't disagree that eventually the kid's going to have a breakout game and he's going to figure it out. At the same time, though, pictures like this, I mean, how many times is that going to happen to him in this game?
Look at where that guy's face is. That is in his rib cage. That hurts. I don't care how much padding you have. But with all due respect, I don't do bandwagons. I look at quarterbacks, I look at their statistics, and I look at their tape. This kid's got the goods, and it's going to happen. My biggest concern is their offensive line is not good. Their offensive line isn't mediocre. Their offensive line isn't serviceable. Their offensive line sucks. They don't have technique. They don't have cohesiveness. They don't have spatial awareness. I mean, when's the last time you saw the tackles at the University of Texas running for their quarterback's life, where they're getting beat off the edge against Sam Houston and they are screaming his name because they're worried he's going to get murked? That happened against Sam Houston. That happened against Florida. They're getting beat through the B so regularly. This isn't week 2. Friends, this is week, 7? 6? And you're still getting beat in the B. That, to me, is like just the things you cannot do.
So why would we believe that OU is going to be the game that he breaks out?
Because at some point, it's going to happen. At some point. It's not a matter of if this Texas offense comes to life. Sark and that staff, they're too good at what they do. They're too proven. They have too much experience. It's not if. It is when. And unless Arch Manning is the biggest bust in the history of college sports, because that's what he would be, I don't see how this happens. think about what Arch Manning has. He has got the DNA, the family lineage. He's got the program, the facilities, the coaching staff, the roster. He's got the talent. What doesn't he have? Does not have the offensive line. And I am sure that all of the haters on this show who have hoped and prayed for this kid to fail are like, "Nah, you're an idiot, Monty. Well, that set bound's going to your deck." Hey, could be. Absolutely could be. Could be. Don't think so. I am happy to stand on business. I don't miss on quarterbacks very often. I think it's in there, and it's going to happen. When? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I got it wrong on the Rapture. Did you guys see there's a new Rapture date?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got it wrong on the Rapture, apparently. Don't think I'm getting it wrong on Arch.
Is it before or after the month is over? Just so I can prepare.
After. I can't remember
okay.
the.
All right.
You know. You knew. I don't know. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. And I think he will. I think Arch Manning's going to have a breakout, and people are going to call it a fluke, and he's going to do it again, and then he's going to become good, and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. Steve Sarkisian's too good at what he does. He will figure it out. He will figure it out. Michigan has a better line than Texas. Eric, your mom's got a better line than Texas.
Just
honest to God, their offensive line is terrible. It is so bad. Killer of Dreams. The only bandwagon fans are OU fans. P.S. I sent a video on Instagram. Cool, bro. You're a TCU fan. What do you have against Oklahoma fans? I don't see the correlation there.
Hey, you might
be one of those QBs that just takes too long scanning the field. Certainly. Works if you've got a good old line like Byron Leftwich did in college until they're carrying his ass down the field. You guys remember that? You remember that at Marshall when they were carrying Byron Leftwich down the field? But his O-line in the NFL was not like that. He couldn't handle it. Totally agree. Big blue horses. Just throwing it out there. Unlike Gundy, K-Dub will step down. He won't put U of U in a position for firing him. He's not that guy. Yeah, they won't. Kyle Whittingham will never be fired at Utah. Texas is the most hated, facts. Unless it's Big 12 fan and they hate everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Witt has talked about retirement for a few years, and they have his replacement, not like they have to make him step down. Listen, Kyle Whittingham is a man of integrity. He is a man of great faith, and he loves the University of Utah. If this season goes the way last season went, you will never even have to ask. You won't. You won't. Bryce, Bubba, if UT does not learn to block, the only thing that Arch will break is his body, and his receivers aren't getting open. Well, separation's a problem. His average target has less than a yard of separation. Let that sink in. He's got receivers. This team, it's really difficult when you are, the bar is, I mean, how high is the bar at Texas every year?
National championship.
So there's only one way to go every year at Texas. Texas has brought most of the hate on themselves over the year. Could be. They've also won a lot of games, and then they sucked for a long time. So, dude, what if he actually just a Manning in name only? I don't know what that means. Is that like a rhino? What if he's a Mino? Manning in name only?
Yeah, he's got the name, but he's not as good as you know, his relatives.
It's a political reference, Jake, a rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Sark also has a history of choking. He does? How has Sark had a history of choking? I don't recall him choking. I don't recall him Now, I'm sure I have to look it up, but I don't recall him choking at Alabama. I don't recall him choking at BYU. So you might have to. I mean, I know I don't know ball. So I'm going to say that the year he was at Alabama, was that 2018, 2019? I'm going to say the year he was at Alabama, he was really good. I think that year he was offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. I'm going to say that was a really good year. But again, when I know I don't know ball, but you know, just because they won the Rose Bowl in the college football national championship game.
Right.
Is that good at all? Or dude, have you looked when you say he has a history of choking? Have you looked at his record? What does that mean? Even at USC, he was 12-6. Right? He's 41-19 at Texas. Has gone to the Alamo Sugar, which he lost. Finished third in the country. Last year went to the college football playoff first round.
Google me.
Lost in the Cotton. Like, they're 3-2, and everybody's saying that now Steve Sarkisian's a choker. Man, he sucks. Time to get Tom Herman's ass back to Austin.
Haters.
Are you kidding me right now? Texas' biggest issue is the O-line can't block a wet paper bag. I'm 100%. TJ Thomas Joseph back witness stand. The game will slow down for Arch. Those uncles of his in the offseason will get him right. Totally agree. TJ, hope you're good. He seemed to be the real deal when stepping in for Ewers when he needed, though. Well, and I think it's easy to be the backup quarterback. We're going to find out, Shador. We'll talk about that in a minute. Texas will beat Oklahoma, Lonnie says.
Okay.
Mike Smith. Sometimes when quarterbacks are thrown into a situation, they don't have time to overthink it. Same when QBs do better in 2-minute drill. Absolutely. Spot on. Jay Brannon. The only bandwagon fan is Oak State TCU James. Exactly.
I mean, it's true,
right.
bro. It's true.
Bryce Martin. He has a better chance of breaking out against Georgia than this OU team. The OU's defense is real, for sure. Dude, a 40-ounce man. He's a man. He's 40. Okay. A 40-ounce man. See, Mike Gundy, because who hasn't done that 1,000 times?
Mm-hmm.
And done that 1,000 times, boy.
I'm a man.
You know.
Where are we at in society today?
ESPN has a Paul Feinbaum problem. We need to come back and talk about this because I think it is truly, it's one of those situations where I think one side is completely wrong. Is it Paul Feinbaum or is it ESPN?
Injured in an accident? You may be entitled to a bigger settlement, up to 3.5 times bigger. Your initial consultation is 100% free, and we don't get paid unless we win your case. No matter the accident, we are here to help. The advocates will fight for you because you deserve clarity, you deserve justice, you deserve guidance, you deserve an advocate. Contact us today.
Indeed you do. You deserve an advocate at theadvocates.com. You guys, one of the things I really value about the advocates, and I know I say this all the time, but I'm a big believer in empathy. I think you have to operate from a position where you understand what the people you're dealing with are going through, right? So when you've been in an accident, the advocates know it's a really tough time. Maybe you're injured. Hell, maybe you got hurt at work and you're trying to figure out workman's comp and you're like, well, my boss says he's going to take care of me. I don't need a lawyer. Well, the advocates are going to tell you that. If you go to the advocates and you're like, here's my situation. Yeah, my foot got run over, my ankle, like and I can't remember, it was probably 2 years ago now. One of our listeners got speared by the blade on a forklift. And his boss was telling him, oh, we're going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Went to the advocates, and the advocates were like, well, you might want to look at this and that and this. The advocates were able to give him clear, risk-free advice. And that's what you need. When you get hurt, whether that's at work, in a car accident, you get bitten by a dog, maybe somebody hit you while you were riding your bike, any of those things, that's not your fault, right? What you need is somebody who's fought this fight before, who's won this fight. That's why you go to the advocates. You're not thinking straight when you've been in a car accident. Hand the claims process to the advocates. You worry about getting your health right. You worry about getting back to the best version of yourself for you and your family. The advocates are going to fight that fight for you, and you're never going to reach in your pocket to pay them. In fact, you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case. That's why you can talk to an injury attorney 24/7, 365, and it won't cost you a dime at theadvocates.com.